Okay.
Good. You're live, right? Turn it up just a little bit. It's unwrapped, baby. I ain't said that in a while. Not like that. It's unwrapped, baby. Should I bring that back, man? Should I bring it back? Bring it on back. It's unwrapped, baby. Bring it on back. Yeah. It's unwrapped, it's unwrapped, baby. It's unwrapped, baby. You might as well just go ahead and bring us in, man. You know me, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is UNRAP, baby. We are in the building. And if you know anything about me, you should know I'm hip hop one here with a motherfucker right now. On some real shit. I am beside myself right now. Literally. But before we get started, little disclaimer. We're not here to offend anybody, man. Shit, what is the whole disclaimer, man? I somehow just went blank. Yeah, the views and opinions on this show, Unwrapped, are not are solely our opinions or whatever, and blase blah. They're not educational. There it is, educational and entertainment purposes only. Don't fucking try this at home. Yeah. Children, put them in the other room. Blase blah, whoop de whoop, all of that. Buzz and beyond. What's cracking, my man? And if you're here already, please hit that like, hit the subscribe, and hit that share. We need that. It helps the channel grow. Greatly appreciated. Shout out to everybody in the chats for now, but we're gonna get this shit started. Because listen, I got to tell this story right quick. So if you're watching and you're not familiar with Chicago underground hip hop or whatever, but if you're from Chicago, then you're fully aware of 606 Chicago. Used to be at Subterranean for like 25 years. I've been going there on and off for a lot of years, for like 20 years. And the other night I went in, I hadn't been in a long time, and hit that like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Buzz, man. Salute, brother. You always come in there telling people what the fuck they do, but that's what's up. Let me tell my story right quick. So I decided to go this Tuesday. It's every Tuesday, and it's in a new spot. So I decided to go. I get there. It's not that many people, maybe 15, 20 tops. Get in there. Nobody's really doing anything. It's kind of a quiet night. I wouldn't say that it happens all the time there, but it happens. So I'm just like, all right, I'm thinking of doing what I normally do. And that is do my Irish goodbye. I walk in, kiss some babies, shake some hands, and get the fuck up out of there. Before you know it, I'm gone. People are saying, where'd he go? I think he's in the bathroom, all of that shit. No, I'm gone. I'm home. For whatever reason, I stayed. And normally, people sign up to perform. A lot of times they sign up beforehand, before the Tuesday, and so they already have it together. But as of late, they've had people come in, they sign up, so they kind of know the drill. And this lady walks in. I see her walk in. She doesn't look like she's part of the crowd, so to speak. You know, I'd never seen her before. Little did I know that's for later, though. She walks in, goes in, signs her name. Goes and sits down. She's minding her fucking business. She ain't talking to nobody. She's just over there in the corner. You know, I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? Who is this? Fast forward, it's time for performances. Turns out she's the only one that signed up to perform. Okay. So they're giving an introduction. They're talking about it and everything. And I see her fumbling with the camera a little bit that she was going to like record herself. And I walk over and I say, hey, I'll record you if you want me to. She's like, oh, yeah, would you? I was like, yeah, sure. She's like, oh, I'm a little nervous. You know what I mean? This was spare of the moment, whatever. And I was like, oh, you'll be fine. They introduce her. I walk around. Go in front of her, start recording. She's talking. I don't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting anything. I thought she was going to fucking rap. I didn't know what was going to happen. Let me tell you what happened. She shut the fucking place down. Okay? When I tell you she shut it down, even with her singing, because that's what she did, she sung. Even with her singing, you could have dropped a pin in that fucking place. Everybody stopped what they were doing and was focused and listening. And I'm not talking about your normal kind of listening. I'm talking about intently listening and just in shock. My producer ears went nuts. I was like, whoa, like I'm sitting in the back at the camera and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm saying this out loud. I'm like, well, I couldn't believe it. And I'm going to tell you this, and especially for females within hip hop and even singing or whatever. And I'm going to say this because a lot of times in the industry, it's male dominated. But every so often, there are those that come around. And we have one of them in the room right now with us too, Ants 13. Shout out to Ants 13. That's my girl. Legendary. And when I saw this lady sing, it reminded me of the feeling that I got when I first heard Ange rap. The feeling that I got when I first heard Kitty Valdez sing. The feeling that I got when I first heard Rakim. The feeling that I got when I realized that I love fucking music. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me. And with that being said, she's here. Sparrow in the building. I had to get her on here. Hey, what did Prism just say? Prism in the building. Salute to Prism. He had high praise. Looking forward to hearing a collab. All right, yeah. See, I haven't been able to shut up about you. Okay. I haven't to anybody that would listen. I haven't been able to shut up because you really legitimately blew my fucking socks off. There was grown men in there in tears when I tell you this. Like we're outside, motherfuckers are smoking. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know. You know, voices getting all high pitched and shaky and shit. We're outside. I'm like smoking my cigar, like shit. Well, you know, I don't know about y'all, but somebody got to do something about this shit. You know what I mean? But it was that intense, and it wasn't just that it was that intense. It was beautiful, and if anybody that didn't even know anything about music, period, could tell that you were singing from a place somewhere sacred, somewhere beautiful, somewhere like unimaginable to the average person. You know what I'm saying? It was deep. It had depth. It had everything. And I remember standing there with the camera going and thinking to myself, "Oh fuck! If she sounds like this, what the fuck is she gonna sound like in a studio? What the fuck is she gonna sound like in the right hands with the right people?" I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying people that are mixing your shit right and putting the right type of music in front of you, because I was lost. I was lost not only in what you were doing, what genre are you for? Oh, we'll get to that. See? Yeah, you are so sucking her dick right now. Let her talk, man. Well, all right. I got to just get it out. Hey, man, it's my show. Shout out to Kitty. Hey, because I know where it's going. Relax. I do this shit. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm honored to be here. I'm grateful. I heard you on the video. You know, I appreciate the platform. I'm kind of like a very sobering, serious person. All I do is worship. Like he could testify. That's what gets me through life, point blank, period. From I was a little girl with a bottle in my hand. All I did was sing, and um, they said I had ADHD and all this other stuff. But once the voice kicked in, they were like, "Oh, you're somebody." You know, get judged real quick by my appearance. But once they hear my voice, they know that, you know, I have something more than just a look.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's heart. I think heart is important. And I think we're disconnected from heart. So I know that that's what God put me in this earth for, is to shake it up, shake up the hearts of people and remind everybody that our heart is the most important thing, you know, and especially in the world that we live in now, they try to tear us apart away from the heart, you know, and I'm here to tenderize your heart. I do R&B, gospel. I grew up on house music. My uncle was a DJ, Pito, that's his name. And then I grew up in the church singing in the choir because I was so hyper and they had to put me in something to keep my attention. And so I was always a little girl running around in church until they had me when it was time to be in the altar. Everybody, the adults and the kids would all sit to hear me sing praise and worship.
In the best way possible. Because this Tuesday that just passed, you took motherfuckers to church for real. When I tell you that, I ain't going to talk too much because there's people here that want me to shut up and they want to hear about you. Yeah. Yeah. So you're originally from Chicago?
Yeah, I'm from Humboldt Park. I was raised on Hirsch and St. Louis. I went to Lowell School Elementary. My grandmother was the neighborhood watch lady, so
Not the neighborhood watch.
Yeah, she was the neighborhood watch lady, and then I was the one that would spray paint people's garages.
Oh, okay. You did graffiti?
I did graffiti.
All right.
And I climbed on the houses and roofs. You know, I was just
Mischievous.
tomboy. I was just tomboy. I had a lot of energy.
Okay.
And my neighbors, they knew who my grandmother was, so they'd be like, "Hey, Siobhan, I'm gonna tell your grandmother." I had to go to their house and repaint their garage. My grandma's like, "You can't be messing up the community.
Right.
You know, I'm the neighborhood watching you over here being
Painting
a
on
bad
people's
example." Yeah, you know. So you know, I was a kid. I like art, so
Right.
I wanted my art to be seen. And then when I ran away at a very young age. I grew up in foster homes. My parents were in the streets. You know, the community had to protect themselves. So my parents were a part of the generation of gangs and all that. And then my dad got involved in drugs. He was a heroin addict. He got locked up. I met my dad when I was 11, personally. He always wrote and kept in touch with me, but just not having my parents around. The streets were my parents.
Right.
You know, the neighbors, the village did raise me. I got a little bit of everything. I got church. I got the drug dealers on the corners, the DJ. My uncle was a DJ, hip hop. I got a little bit of everything. I used to panhandle on the corner, you know. And music is what kept me close to God. Right. Because I had to grow up at the age of 5. Young, like everybody in the neighborhood, you know, they had their own experiences, and mine was, you know, I went through a lot of sexual abuse at a very young age, and that kept me sober minded, and I knew that God was real because I felt Him all the time. He pulled me when I was feeling like, why am I being attacked? What's going on here? You know, he covered me, and that I would cry out to Him and singing, and He would strengthen me, and the darkness would go away. The demons would spread away. When I opened my mouth, I knew the power that I had. So much, my tongue. I actually split my tongue open. If you look at my tongue, I got a scar on it. At the age of 5, tried to shut me up, but it healed.
Right.
And I kept singing.
It healed like a motherfucker. I can tell you that. When did you first feel like, or like, damn, I can fucking sing?
I was 7 years old. I was on the porch in a foster home. It was raining, and my foster sister, I was singing, I believe, The Children of Our Future earlier that day. And she was like, "Hey," I was actually in my room singing it. And she asked me to come out on the porch, and there was a bunch of teenagers. I was just 7 years old, and everybody else teenagers smoking, whatever. They're like, "I heard you singing, I believe, The Children of Our Future. Can you sing that for us?" And then when I sang it there, everybody started crying. And I knew it was, you know, I believe something. It was something.
I believe it. When was the first time you actually thought to like use your voice and like write songs, or to actually like to pursue something within music?
I've always been, because my uncle was a DJ, so he had a microphone at the house, and my family would gather around when I would sing.
So why is it always like that?
Yeah, they gathered
Why
around.
is it always like I?
My grandmother, my abuelita, she was the one that really, like my Uncle Pito, my abuelita, Jenny, and my Aunt Lourdes, they're the ones that put me in church. They always put me on the stage. They always gave me a microphone, and if I didn't have the microphone, I used the bottle. That was that little.
Right.
I remember singing in front of the TV with the bottle, and everybody was listening to me.
Wow, that's crazy. It's not crazy, but I mean, I can relate. I'm sure
me.
there's a lot of people that grew up and that were creative, that were, you know, pushed to, you know, not necessarily pushed to actually do something with it, but pushed at a young age in front of family members and, you know, the fucking neighbors.
Yeah,
and
it filled me. It
yeah,
encouraged me. It gave me like, you know, it let me know that I was special
right.
for that, for singing. So that like drew me in to continue to sing. But that was just, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it because I don't really see people when I sing. I just feel connected to God. There's just something different when I go to a holy place when I'm singing. It's where I feel loved
Right.
and I feel full.
Mm. Was there any time in your life
I
that you?
started writing when I was 11, though.
It's always young. Shout out to Ants 13 because you wrote your first rhyme when, like 7, you said? 11 as well. Shit, Jesus. And when I was doing dumb shit too.
That's the
Yeah.
God timing, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it, you know. But has there ever been a time where you felt like that your gift was a hindrance, that like it was like, fuck, I don't want this, and why me type of thought?
Never. It was always my weapon for myself. It helped me get through all the hard times. When I was in the streets, I used to be a Latin queen. My family comes from Latin kings and queens. I ran away when I was 12, and I was in the streets when I was 14. We're talking about I used to be on the corner singing "His Eyes on the Sparrow" with the kings and queens crying. I used to pray over us, you know. After the junta, I would sing. You know, it was God had me in those places,
Right.
and for His spirit to be felt, you know.
So you always felt, I don't want to say
Welcome.
religious, but you always felt God driven and
Yeah.
connected, even at a young age, singing
Spiritual, yeah,
spiritually. There you go, spiritual.
I was
Yeah.
very spiritual. I curse the pastor out. I used to curse people out. You trying me? I don't care about religion, but as far as like me and my relationship with God, very spiritual, has been spiritual since very young age because of the sexual abuse.
Right.
You know, I had to cling on to God.
Right.
It's normal for me, but when I talk about it to other people, I guess it's not. You know,
Or, you know, a lot of people don't want to open up about it or don't want to come to terms or grips with it, you know.
everybody's journey is different too,
Yeah.
so I understand that. But for me, it's always been a connection there.
Well, that's a good thing, because I would imagine and assume that's like also been like a driving force because you're connected to it like that, and that would be something to really drive you to, you know, to do
purpose.
it. Yeah, purpose. There it is, purpose. Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, if I'm being honest, like right now, I don't even want to interview you. I want to hear you sing, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait because I'm like, because even when I'm looking at you now, I'm listening to you talk. The voice don't match the voice. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
There's your voice is like there's a hint of Sade, there's a hint of
Hello, Sade.
yeah,
Oh, that's such an honor.
there's a hint of Mariah Carey, there's a hint of Anita Baker and Whitney Houston, all balled into one little fucker. And and I don't know, man. I like I said, I would love for you to sing, but I'm gonna wait for that because I want you to talk more about your journey. Like, when was your first time actually recording a song
The first time I recorded,
in an actual studio?
I went to Great America. Do you know they had a studio there?
Yeah,
That was
we
my
all
first.
did.
That was my
Hey,
first.
I did that shit too. Yeah.
I was
Can we get some
12. I was 12 years old.
Hey.
And I wasn't even gonna. I didn't know that about the studio or nothing. And my friend Nikki, she was like, let's go record. You record SWV. And that was the first one I did. And Killing Me Softly.
Wow.
SWV and
You have
Killing Me
that tape
Softly.
still?
No, I don't know what happened to those tapes. But it was
I know they
good.
used to give you a
Everybody was,
cassette tape back in
yeah,
the
it
day
was
of
a
the shit. Yeah.
cassette.
The vocals used to be super wet with a lot of goddamn reverb and delay and shit on it. But yeah, I remember I did this. You know, I've interviewed a lot of people, and one of the things that I found really interesting is that at a lot of real creatives and artists have the same type of journey. You know what I'm saying? The same type of things happen, the same type of, you know, just it's the little things. Like when you brought up the Great America and the recording and that, I did the same shit. And then Ange 13 in the building. She did the same shit.
We
But
got similar
it's
sisters.
it's there's always like these little things that connect. You know what I'm saying? Like being pushed in front of family and friends to do and perform and do shit. But I think all of those things kind of lead us to where we end up being. You know what I'm saying? Like from a creative standpoint and just life in general, because we know how we understand how to be in front of people and command an audience and be certain, you know, a certain kind of way. And there's humor. Like I've noticed that real creatives have like a real wild sense of humor. Do you find yourself with a wild, crazy sense of humor?
I don't know. I laugh at myself all the time. So
Well, that could be wild and crazy.
I think I'm funny, but my kids don't think I'm funny.
I
So
don't think
it's
anybody's
whatever.
kids, you know, my kids think I'm fucking crazy. They are, you know, they laugh at shit, but they think I'm fucking crazy. But I think they're fucking crazy. You
I'm
know what I'm
goofy.
saying? So,
You know, and then I'm goofy, but and then on the word goofy nowadays they use it differently. So I live under a rock, and
you don't live under a rock. Not with
I
that
like my
voice.
rock.
Not with that
I live
voice.
under a mountain.
Right. Yeah. Under a mountain. You're on the
Under
top of the
a
mountain.
mountain. I'm top inside.
So you sing your first time in the studio, Great America. When do you actually somebody comes to you and says, man, we need to get you in the studio and we need to get you to record some fucking songs?
So when I ran away, I used to go to Folks neighborhood over there by Mozart, and I forgot. You know what Mozart Park, whatever that street is, I forgot the name of it, Keystone. But there was a DJ named Shy. He passed away. He had a studio in his basement, and I was a part of the Taino dance crew. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but I used to dance too. I have background in dance. I have background in gospel and drama in my church. So those
Right.
things play a big role in my character today.
Right.
Because they used to, I was so hyper and they used to be disciplining me
This
like,
calm person was super hyper?
man, you have to stay still,
Right.
do the moves and all this, you know. But it helped me later on, you know. They installed good discipline in me. But when I used to go to the studio, that's when I started recording on the mic, and every night we will break night, and they got the guys freestyling, and I'll be freestyling with the vocals, you know.
Right.
So I got a lot of practice in the studio on the streets, and that's what they made a bunch of tapes and CDs and would sell them, you know. And then there was a brother named Andy Cruz. No, not Andy Cruz. I know him too, but there was another brother. I forgot his name. He produced a couple of freestyle artists. I went to Lincoln Park High School, and there was a girl there. I forgot her name, so forget about it. I'm bad with names, but I recorded for him a song that he wanted for his artist. But he was like working with R. Kelly and like big artists. I actually I was actually going for vocal trainings with R. Kelly's vocal trainer for 2 months.
Okay.
She was on South Shore on the very top penthouse. I practiced vocal lessons with her for 2 months there. She was expensive. It was like, well, it was 100 every per session for an hour. She was getting $100 per hour for vocal lessons. But
sounds about right. Well, probably more nowadays.
and then I just ended up getting my own studio because there wasn't nothing happening.
Right.
You know.
That's again the 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 travels of artists and shit is always kind of the same thing, you know, out of necessity. And yeah, well, knowing people, but like I'm talking about like after a while, you end up getting your own equipment, you end up doing your own shit. You know what I mean? It's out of necessity, you know, so to speak. Or somebody or not being able to get the music or the type of stuff that you actually want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you end up getting your own shit. You know what I mean? So now nobody can tell you shit because you're in there doing it your way and however you want to do it, been wanting to do it or whatever. Yeah. When was the first time you actually put out music?
I actually dropped my own album in 2021.
So just, I'm going to say recently, 5 years ago.
5
Of
years.
all these years.
Yep.
Well, salute to you for that, number one.
Thank you.
But what do you think of 5 years ago? In all these years, what do you think was what was stopping you or heating you?
I'm not sure.
Hindering.
What I'm learning and what I've learned is that God's timing, it only takes a moment, especially that time has sped up so much in this day and age.
Right.
I already have music ready, so I'm thinking about redoing them and adding a little bit more now that I know more about the length of a song and appearance and all those things. I really didn't care too much about that, and I know that's what played a big role. Like, I didn't want to follow the crowd. I didn't want to be like everybody else.
Right.
I was a tomboy. I wanted to just be me. And every time I was with other people, they wanted me to be something else. So I think that was the hindrance too, that I wouldn't submit to being somebody else. I just wanted to be me. My time is coming. My time is now. I've always said this, and I'm gonna always say it. My music is for the people that are ready to hear it. Fame and fortune is not so much my forte, but people's hearts. That's where the.
You wouldn't be mad for the bag, though.
Oh, I want the bag. Who don't want the bag? I want the bag.
Don't say the fame and the
drama,
fortune. The fame and the fortune doesn't mean anything.
The fame and the fortune.
I'll live in a Pinto. I don't care.
But I don't like being in crowds, though. I don't like having too many people in my face. Like, I just don't like that. I prefer peace, calm, one-on-one interactions. You know what I'm saying? It's more intimate. It's more meaningful for me. But whatever God has in store for me, I'm ready for it now because I'm older. I know how to control it.
Right. But don't, get to the bag. You got to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to lose any integrity to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? And I would say nowadays, even more so, being yourself and being genuine is like the best shit ever. And this is the greatest time to be whoever you are. You know what I'm saying? As far as an artist is concerned or a creative person, this is the best time to be who you are because nobody, record labels are all but gone. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, like they're gone. That shit, that shit is dead. And there's nobody to tell you, oh, we need you in a dress, we need you in these 6-inch heels, unless that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's like the more you are genuine, the better you're received. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud you for that. Let me get out. Like yeah, I applaud you for sticking to your guns. I know people even Ants 13. She's my favorite though. You gotta understand that. But even even someone like her, when there's I don't mean to put your business out there, but when people wanted her to change her name, for a record deal or whatever, she stuck to her guns and stayed with Ants 13. And Ants 13 is a great name. And and I think it is. It's better than heat detector. You know how many times people make fun of my fucking name, but it's all right. So where do you see yourself? Let's say what is a good 5-year plan for Sparrow in your mind right now?
Well, I see myself. I've been mentoring, and I'm an advocate. I do a lot of private shows in the past. I've done
Right.
Where I raise money for organizations that help women that are in sex trafficking, or I've helped raise funds for domestic violence organizations that help women come out of that. So my heart is always for that kind of area, mentoring, and my music is for healing. So I want to do like a show that incorporates I want to say a Broadway show, because I want it to be like my life, like singing on the stage with the Chicago background, and just bringing the Chicago culture. And I want to have a team of Chicago artists travel around performing music, but sharing their experiences,
Right.
so we can empower people
Right.
and also teach them about Chicago hip hop,
And
our
listen,
heritage.
yeah, Chicago is a different place. It's a different place, and I say, like, I've been here 20 years. No, 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 no. Let me take that back. 21 years, and I've never in my life, and I've been all over the United States, all over Europe, and everything. I've never been to any place that had so much fucking talent, like from just any type of art. Period. Any type of creativity. Period. The amount of and level in which artists are here is just on a whole different scale. What do you think? Because there is kind of an issue with Chicago and artists and everything. What do you, in your mind, what do you think that is, and why a lot of Chicago artists don't really break that little glass ceiling that is Chicago?
I'm not sure your question.
Like, because they say here in this city, a lot of people say that you have to leave in order to really do something. You know what I'm saying? When really everything is here. Everything is literally here in the city. And this city, Chicago by itself, moves the United States. Move it, whether you understand it, know it, or believe it. The art culture in this city, creatives in this city, move the United States, move the world.
We created gospel, we created blues, we created house music. We have so much that we created from right here, grassroots. That's what they call it, right? So I think that right now we just need to come together.
Yeah.
Like when the house music and freestyle, they were all united. They would throw their concerts together. So that's really all that it is. That we just got to get back into the basics.
What do you think stopping that?
Nothing. We got the floor is open. So we're already starting. This is a process right here.
Right.
And we're starting to build our family. Right now is the perfect time to start throwing concerts and bringing our talent, because of all the stuff that's going on in the street with ICE and Trump and all this stuff. We got a lot to say. So right now is the perfect time for us to come together with all of our talents. It starts here, and it takes a moment, just one moment. The floodgates are gonna open up. We ready.
You're gonna have people say, "Oh, you typical Sparrow."
Who cares about what the naysayers say?
ICE ain't came to my house. That's what they're gonna say.
Listen, but I'm pretty sure that fentanyl has, and I'm pretty sure that your child.
Say that shit.
There's it don't have to be just one area. We're all affected by what's going on in our neighborhood.
Right.
So we all have a common ground. And we all need each other. That's so where starts our unity. Our gifts is what heals the community.
Right.
And once we understand that we're responsible, that's where the talents come in. We're responsible for sharing our gifts so we can heal the community and guide them in the proper way. I'm not going to worry about the people that are not positive, that are negative. They're doing their job. I'm going to do my job to bring the healing, because it's available, right? And you have your healing journey. So together, that makes us a little bit more heavier, a little bit more weight. And then, Angie 19 comes in.
13.
13. I'm sorry, baby. I added.
Let me add numbers to her shit.
I added more numbers to you, mama. Sorry. 13, mama. When we all start coming together, the weight gets heavier and the scale starts to balance out more, and we can appreciate, we complement each other. So unity is all that is needed at this point. And I think that the harvest is ready to be reaped.
Shout out Queen Pen Music. She said, all truth, all truth.
Yes.
I think she lying about the bag, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I think she lying about the bag.
I got a big bag in my heart. God is always supplied.
Damn, say that shit. Can you say that again?
I got a big bag in my heart. God always supplies. I don't lack anything. I never have lacked anything. I've always had exactly what I needed. So now is the time, now I'm walking in my fullness. You know what I'm saying? I keep meeting like-minded individuals.
Right.
I feel it. It's coming. The sazon and the sofrito is, we've been cooking long enough. We ready to serve, serve a whole full meal to the people.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm over here again. Now I'm thinking about you singing again. And I've got to focus my thoughts, for questions, but I'm like, well, just tell her to take the mic off and then start singing, just start fucking doing her thing. But I'm really intrigued by your
What's up,
story.
Lady T?
Lady T in the building. What's happening?
Love you too, mama.
What's happening, Lady T? We got to get you on the show.
Yes.
She's got a story as well. Like I said, Chicago, the amount of talent and amazing people, just like even in the last 21 years that I've been here, man, it's just meeting some amazing. I met some real shitty motherfuckers too. Don't get me wrong, but the greatness outweighs the shitty. You know what I'm saying? And to me,
They
that's
complement each other. You appreciate the good ones when they come.
you put it that way. I say it's shitty, but no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I
When you
totally
get the
get it.
good one, like, thank God for you, bro. Because,
Yeah,
man, I'm sick of this shit.
yeah, for real.
I'm sick of motherfuckers abusing me.
Right.
When you get the good one, thank you, Lord. I recognize your light.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta hold on,
Mm-hmm.
to the ones that are the light, because it's a rarity.
What inspires Sparrow?
Love.
See how she said that?
Yes.
Love.
It's true.
She meant that shit.
Genuineness. People.
Right.
I'm inspired by people. I can be in the darkest room and everybody come out with light, lit up, because I understand the darkness. I've been there myself. So
right.
I'm no better than anybody else. I've been humbled plenty of times, and I know what it is to feel pain,
Right.
And I also know what it takes to overcome it, and I thank God for that, because not a lot of people have found that strength, but I have it. Right. It's my responsibility to pass it around.
And trust me, I witnessed the shit, and it was pretty fucking incredible. And again, like I said, I haven't been able to shut up about it. I mean, you have an innate ability, like, to really, really fucking move people. I mean, I hear you talking, and I recognize all the things that you're saying. It sounds like, oh, she's got her shit together, oh, this and that. But it's like, do you know how you move people like that? Do you recognize that? I know you said that when you sing, you're in your own space, you're in your own world, but do you recognize that, like, when you got done singing, like, the whole room vacuumed to you?
Yeah. But I'm glad that I'm a little detached from the after effect, because I think it's personal. I like to keep it like that. That experience that you had, that was God sent. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to be used, and then after that, I let God, whatever
you got about that jam pretty quick.
I'm gonna do the Irish thing.
Yeah, Irish goodbye. Yeah,
I'm out of there. Let me get back into my.
She left.
Back into my rock.
Yeah, you were gone. You was out of here. But I was really happy that I went that night, and like I said, you made an indelible impression on me, man. Like, for real, and inspiring, very inspiring. From a creative standpoint, to watch another person, another creative, especially if you've never seen them before or ever heard them before.
I was shaking in my boots. Listen, first of all, MC Shadow. Shadow Master. I was in a karaoke. I usually go to the karaoke on Paulina, Louis Pub. I go by myself all the time, and that's where I like decompress. I'll go sing. I'll be singing gospel songs in there. I love the Lord. I was just singing. Well, I didn't sing that day, but I go there and sing, and then I go home. And I did a live, and on my TikTok, he was like, "Hey, come over here to the 2645 Boulevard. We're having open mic." I was like, okay, but I ain't got no beats or nothing, They're like, it don't matter. Come on, Sparrow, come on. And I get there, and I thought there was two other people on the list.
They dipped.
And I didn't know.
They got drunk at the bar and they dipped.
I didn't know. I did not go in there expecting to, because like, you're the headliner.
Yeah.
And you're the only one singing. And I was shaking. I was like, what? And so I said, Lord, you brought me here, Father God. Whatever they need, I'm here to be used by you. And I just, once I got the mic in my hand, it was over with.
Yeah, it definitely was. There was not one person in there. Like, the bartender stopped bartending, people stopped drinking.
She got my number too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she did.
You was in there, like, giving out your number like autographs. But that's a beautiful thing. I mean, like, like I said, when I was just there in that moment, like, it's very inspiring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was, in my mind, when I left, I was like, fuck, I gotta get on top of my shit. Like I gotta step my game up. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like I don't say that shit to myself, you know, on a daily basis. But there was something else. There was something different that said to me, like, man, you gotta do some shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? And that feeling doesn't come very often. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, when you're around certain people.
Want to be, you know, when I'm practicing, what's in my mind is I want to do this in excellence.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm able to bring excellence out of you, then I fulfilled my purpose.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to. So like, we supposed to make each other better. So if I inspire you to do better, hey, good shit.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And
iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, and I definitely said I got to get her on the show. I didn't know it was going to be this quick, but I was happy as hell. You know what I'm saying?
All this, like I was telling Babe when we were coming over here, I'm like, I was not all this is happening really quick. You're right, because I did not plan any of this. I was like, man, I'm hungry and I'm tired, but I know I can't eat because I'm not gonna make it to the interview.
Well, yeah, man. Like when I spoke to you, I was like, well, what are you doing Friday? You know what I'm saying? And when you said you were free, I'm like, all right, that's it. You gotta come. You gotta come. There was no way I was gonna take
for work. I'm available.
Yeah, there was no way I was taking no for an answer. There was no fucking way. And that's the kind of shit that really drives me. When I see artists like yourself, when I see artists like Ange, when I see certain people, you know, Kitty, just certain artists, you hear it, you see it, and you know what the fuck you're looking at. Mm-hmm. I know what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like, I know I'm looking at a star.
They do it all day.
You know what I mean?
They practice all day. We practicing all day. We ready for this. Use me. I'm ready. I've been practicing all day. I'm already at a different level. We're skillful because we've been doing this for so many years.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, when I see that, it's just like, man, that's the all inspiring part of it. Because when I see it, now I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. Not have it, but like, okay, like I said, I wasn't gonna take no for an answer. Like I want to talk to her. I want to see what she's about. You know what I mean? This is kind of like how my process in working with artists is, like just getting to know them. You know what I'm saying? And sitting down and like talking, because it helps me when I'm making shit to build it around their personality and who they are, their character or whatever and shit. And so it was definitely all inspiring. Yeah, I made like, since Tuesday, I made some wild shit, and I'm happy about that, and I'm happy that you're here. Yeah, for real. That's
what I'm talking about. You've been in the lab.
Yeah, I'm in the lab every day. This shit don't stop. I mean, that's part of like a drive. I think that's as creatives that we do. We just, you know, it's a nonstop thing. You know, I was telling someone like, when you're a creative person and you get an idea, if you don't get that fucking idea out, it could drive you fucking crazy. For me,
it'll die.
Or it'll die. Yeah. If I'm laying down and I start thinking about an idea of something, if I don't like get up, move around, or do something or touch something, then yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. Or the fear of losing it. The fear of losing that idea is crazy. Yeah, it drives me nuts. So I always keep myself busy moving. When I think about something, I have to just do it. Like I told you when we talked on the phone, it's like, nah, I don't really like too much talking. Let's make it happen. Let's just get it done. What do you think, if you did need anything, what do you think that the missing link or puzzle is for SPARROW?
A team.
In a team.
Yeah. A team.
A team. What does this team consist of?
The team consists of, I can't do everything. So recording, you know, creative team, and then promotion team. So we can get what we're going to create, and then let's get it out there. Let's get the doors, start knocking on the doors. This is what we got. You know, they're going to grab it. They're going to bite the hook and then go perform. And that's how it starts. You know, it's going to evolve from there.
Yeah. I think, then what were we talking about, Ange? We were talking about...
I'm not talking about anything. I'm not here.
You are here. Shout out to Ange 13 in the building. we had a conversation. We were talking about management and how everybody needs a manager. Not everybody needs a manager. I don't forget, but it's like making this group of people where we're all managing each
Pieces,
other
yeah.
and pieces of different things to keep,
You
you
need
know,
the
like
body.
a machine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I think that's something that would be really helpful in Chicago. Just, you know, making sure that the right
All
people are involved.
corporations,
Yeah.
whatever is successful has a team. They have the
Right.
the
Yeah,
body.
that's
Yeah.
understood. Yeah. But you know, like if I'm not managing me, Angie's managing, Ange 13's managing me, or managing Sparrow, Sparrow's managing this over here, but at the same time we're still doing this and this and this over here, you know, because you can't wear all fucking hats.
Cannot.
Mother Mary in the building. Ace Vito is crazy. Shout out to DJ Ace Vito in the building. But yeah, just making this like a management team of fucking artists, I think is a really dope idea. Um, and one day we're gonna get to it.
Chicago Dream Team.
Yeah, the Chicago Dream Team. Yeah, yeah. Where we at in time? Because I'm ready. I'm low key ready. Yeah, yeah. So normally around this time, you know, I'll say, you know, two freestyles on, throw a beat on, do whatever, and you know, people freestyle, do their thing. But tonight, very excited, real hip hop horny, real. Oh, I'm R&B horny right now. Who would have known? Who would have thunk it? I'm fucking R&B horny. God damn. But what'd you say? What was that? But I'm excited, and I'm gonna shut my mouth. If you want, you can take that clip off, and you can just hold it like a microphone and just do your thing. That's the other thing I noticed when you were singing that a lot of people don't know is how to use the mic and how when your voice and you were pulling it back and bringing it back in.
Cutting off on.
No. When you were hitting certain notes and shit, it maybe instinctively you were doing it and it didn't recognize it, but that's like what singers do, you know. Though when you're holding the mic and they're like, "Whoa," you know, type shit. I don't sing, so yeah. Oh yeah, that's the woman in with the amazing voice I heard the other day. You stay finding the heat. I didn't find her. Shit, she found me. But I appreciate it. Yeah. So without further ado, like I said when I posted the flyer for the show, if you're here, you're going to witness something that's very beautiful. And here at UNRAP, we're very pleased to have you and honored to have you. And I'm gonna shut the fuck up, kick the fuck back, and enjoy this. The floor is yours, Sparrow.
All right, my name is Sparrow, and I'm gonna give you some pieces of my songs. This first one is "Have Mercy on."
You can mute me.
You are good. You are good. Have mercy on me, oh Lord. Have mercy on me. Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me. Oh Lord, as I learn to let it go. Good God Almighty, have mercy on my soul, 'cause there's a lot of things I need to learn to let go. To you, Yahweh, I give complete control. But I gotta be honest, there's a struggle in my soul. So many times I try to take my life. Coming into this world, it's been nothing but strife. And so I carried a knife, always ready to fight. Fornication, prostitution, I was never a wife. But deep down inside, I desire to make things right. Forgive me for my sins, Lord. It seems that I will never win, Lord. All I'm saying, it's been this way since I was just a kid. Innocence ripped away at the age of 4. Foster parents yelling at me, calling me a whore. Saying you're nothing. You'll never amount to anything. You see, the devil came to still kill all my dreams. Have mercy on me. Oh Lord, have mercy on me. Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me. Oh Lord, as I learn to let it go.
Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. God damn. Yo, turn my fucking mic on, bro.
God damn. Hold on, man. Listen, chat. If you in this bitch,
I hope it
listen.
wasn't too loud. I'm sorry.
No, don't. Hey, whoa, whoa,
It
whoa,
wasn't
whoa,
Mike.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't worry about shit.
Good stuff.
Don't worry about shit. I'm over here full of goosebumps right now. God damn.
Thank you.
Have mercy on me. Damn. Listen, if you are in the chats and you heard that, say something if you felt that shit. Am I crazy? Or is this lazy? Is this lazy? Is this lady something different? Listen. This shit. Look, Lady T is in. Look,
Thank you.
beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Now, I know you don't think you're done. You got to take that mic up. We got to get a couple more about you, because
Beating it out of us.
yeah. Hey. You said it. You said, "Oh, use me." All right, say less. We're gonna need some more about you. So, do whatever it is you're gonna do. I'm gonna turn my mic off and I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let you do whatever in the fuck. The floor is yours.
All right. This next one will be I love to worship, so I love the Lord. It's very personal to me, and I'm gonna tell you why I love the Lord. I love the Lord. He heard my cry and pitied every groan. Long as I live and troubles rise, I will hasten to I will hasten to his throne. See, I love the Lord. I love the Lord. He heard my cry. Oh, yes, he did. And pitied every groan. Oh, yes, he did. As long as I live and troubles rise, I'ma come running to. I'ma come running to His mighty, his mighty, his mighty, his mighty throne. As long as I live, I'ma come running to your mighty throne.
Am I on? I don't even know what the fuck to say. I'm hearing it again, hearing you again. I'm catching even more nuances and more. I'm speechless. I am speechless. You are truly gifted. Leave that at that. God damn. Very moving. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. You know what I mean? I don't even know what to say. And that within itself is crazy because most of the time, can't get me to shut the fuck up. All right. With that being said, I want to thank you so much for being on here tonight. I look forward to doing things with you. I look forward to introducing you to people. If you don't already know them, then fucking reintroduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? If I got something to but 2 cents to put in, I'm gonna push you to get out there, get out from under your rock. You know what I'm saying? And let's get you moving, man. Yeah, get out from under your mountain. Thank you, Ill for real. Get out from under your mountain. You know what I'm saying? And climb that motherfucker and get to the top because you are amazing.
Thank
And
you.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You're truly amazing. And I love it. And I'm honored that you came on Unwrap. And I'd love to have you back. Gonna have you back for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
And do some more talking about what you got going on. But before we do all that, tell everybody how they can find you, all of your social media, all of everything. Tell everyone and listen to her. Say it twice for them because we got some slow
My name
motherfuckers out
is
there.
Siobhan Ramos, and you can Google me. Sparrow's Nest, Siobhan Ramos. Again, that's Sparrow's Nest, Siobhan Ramos, and my album will pop up. And I think all of my stuff, even like my records from being locked up, will pop up. But I'm on Instagram. If you just Google my name, you're gonna see my face. I had hair on my picture, but I just shaved my hair off last year. Siobhan Ramos on Instagram. It's YKF Forever, which is Yahweh's Kingdom Forever Sparrow. And on Facebook, it's Siobhan Ramos. Just Google me, you'll find me. And support my music.
Support.
I have a new album we're working on. We're all gonna be working on. I'm hoping to get everybody on this album. And this music is the purpose of it's for the healing of people and encouraging.
You're gonna have to fight me and not get me on it. You're gonna have to fight me.
We're building the tribe right now. So.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Siobhan Ramos, Sparrow's Nest. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you're out, if you're watching this right now, go follow her. Go support everything that she's doing. You can find it. She said it. You can Google her. Bypass the criminal record and shit. She good people.
You get what you get, and there's no hiding here. We're all the same.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. I'm a great person, though.
Yeah. If you didn't feel it, I don't even know what the fuck to say. Give me some outro music right quick. Yeah. It's been one. And once again, I'm honored.
I'm honored to be here. I appreciate you.
Just I'm thrilled right now. I'm still goosebumped up, people. I'm still goosebumped up. You don't know what that means, man. I'm well, I'm hip hop horny, but tonight is special. I'm R&B horny. You already know what it is. I'm gonna tell you once again, just like I tell you every goddamn time. We'll be back at it like crack addicts next motherfucking Friday. You already know. We the coldest in the city, boy. This is Unwrap, baby. It's Unwrap, baby. You already know. Chicago, boy. Let's do it. Let's